to try to get past the pressure and the attack of Canelo. Oh, and Plant goes delivering dividends, and Cruz unable to take advantage. The crowd at Staples Center enjoying what they've seen.
Again, a combination, and that's it. It's all over. Sanchez wins it.
In boxing, much like the rest of the world, 2021 started with questions, but ended with answers. The emphatic Khan.
Plant goes down. High drop on round 11.
And the dramatic Khan.
A monstrous shot.
Turn everybody out, man, and get to your zone.
From historic nights to unforgettable fights. Past legends on the comeback trail.
It's over. History has been made.
And new champions building their legacies. The spectacle returned, as did the fans, who crowded back into packed arenas and screaming and celebrating a year in boxing that was laced with more energy and produced more thrills than any year in a long, long time.
Benavidez lighting up Davis here in the 6th.
And when the scene returned, the fight game regained what 2020 had inevitably stolen: its full aura and even more resilience.
Oh, and there's that left hook by Mayweather. You embraced it! You embraced it! Now Charlo sitting down and marching forward.
Come on, baby, come on. He biting.
We know we can touch him now. You know what time it is.
You wanted a statement? He just made one.
I'm Brian Custer. This is the best of Showtime Boxing 2021. A new year began much like the previous one had ended, inside a never-before-built space at the Mohegan Sun Arena in Connecticut that had been constructed to counter COVID-19. Known as the Fight Sphere, the innovative, makeshift, and international stage played host to 4 additional cards, wrapping up one of sport's most distinct time periods, the boxing inside a bubble era.
2 undefeated fighters, both in their prime.
In Showtime's first championship boxing event of the new year, body-battering specialist Angela Leo attempted to kick 2021 off with a bang.
Wow, nice left hook to the body by Leo. There, Fulton got bothered with that right hand.
But it was Philly phenom Stephen Fulton Jr. who imposed his will.
Oh, right hand by Fulton.
Using Leo's signature style to seize the WBO junior featherweight crown on January 23rd.
Oh, what a right uppercut. And Leo's still standing. So he had to grind like that to shine like this.
And the new WBO Junior Featherweight Champion of the World, Cool Boy Stephen Fulton Jr.
The theme of Expect the Unexpected continued on February 20th, when former world champion Adrian Broner returned to the ring for the first time in over 2 years.
Santiago definitely not being swallowed up, bringing the fight to the problem.
Giovanni Santiago provided a more difficult test than anticipated. But Broner still picked up the W, proving that a boxer known as the Problem can solve issues that arise too. Throughout his rapid, unbeaten ascendance, super middleweight contender David Benavidez has proven that no matter how many obstacles he must confront outside the ring, inside it is where he does his best work.
When Benavidez gets cooking, it's like fighting an octopus.
More proof came in March with his systematic, thorough destruction of veteran tough guy Ronald Ellis.
Oh, what a left hook to the body.
Ellis is still fighting back.
Right uppercut, and now David Benavidez pouring it on. And that's it.
The winner, David Benavidez.
Jaron Ennis, known as Boots, entered the year ranked among boxing's most exciting prospects.
He is knocking on the door of some major fights, but has to get past this major test.
After his dismantling of Sergey Lipinets slapped an exclamation point on the end of Showtime's bubble boxing. Boots graduated from his status as future contender to an actual one, ready to summon boxing's top welterweights.
Oh, and Ennis with the left hand drops. Lipinets, no doubt about this one. Jaron Boots Ennis passes his biggest test in fly.
What's up to you, bro?
He is the winner by way of technical knockout, Gervonta Tank Davis.
After the Charlo brothers made history by holding twin pay-per-view cards on the same glorious night in 2020, they followed that up this year by reminding the boxing world of their distinct and dominant individual skills.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the current undefeated WBC middleweight champion of the world, Jermall Charlo.
Jermall went first, defending his middleweight crown with a decisive drubbing of Juan Montiel.
Charlo works behind the jab. There's a right hand. Oh, and there's a 1-2. Charlo beginning to put on the pressure now. And Montiel on inline skates momentarily. And he's been corralled in the corner. Charlo unloading on the challenger. Montiel with the high guard.
We don't need to rush. Take your time. You got it where you want him now, okay?
Oh, a right hand that landed for Charlo. Now Montiel on the ropes. The crowd on its feet in anticipation of Charlo maybe closing the show. And Montiel appears to be fading and in trouble.
This is not decision. You gotta knock him out. We're not gonna win.
Don't worry about knocking this guy out. Everything is good.
Shoe shine, and then the left hook upstairs by the champion. Double jab by Charlo. That right hand down the middle, and Montiel just eats it. It's been a long time since we had a crowd like this. Let them take you through to the end of this fight.
You go back and look at this. You're gonna know you did great, son.
And still, the undefeated WBC middleweight champion of the world, Jermall Charlo.
Jermall Charlo went next, and he aimed again at a historic accomplishment, attempting to become the first ever undisputed super welterweight champion in the four-belt era. And yet such lofty ambitions are wrapped with greater risks. In this case, an undefeated, heavy-handed Argentine champion in Brian Castaño, who hit back with everything he had.
And here comes Castaño. Oh, but Charlo countered him and clipped him in between these shots. And Charlo now unloading on Castaño. Charlo went to that jab to the body. Now Castaño clips Charlo with the left hook. The crowd in San Antonio in fuego. Oh, that left hook by Castaño. Charlo firing back. Left uppercut. There's the uppercut, but back comes Castaño. As we come down the stretch. Championship pedigree, championship heart on display in San Antonio.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a split decision draw. Both fighters retain their titles.
There will be no undisputed champion at 154 pounds.
The brotherly boxing bonanza continued on August 29th, when Jake Paul, known as the Problem Child, continued his accelerated entry into boxing. And in his first meeting with MMA star Tyron Woodley proved he could withstand a head-rattling punch.
Oh, and Paul gets rocked by Woodley. The crowd on its feet.
Jake continued to draw an enviable audience of young eyeballs toward the beauty of boxing.
There's a right hand by Paul, and what an atmosphere here tonight. The crowd electric. Oh, good combination by Paul.
Yeah, baby. Get that bump. Get that bump.
Here we go. Here we go.
This fight will go to the judges.
And still undefeated, the Problem, Jake Paul.
After the end of the bubble, plus a summer that all but screamed, "Watch me," Showtime did not rest on 8 months of success. Instead, the march continued, the stakes heightened, as the final sprint toward a year to remember commenced. To realize a histrionic conclusion, the network turned to Canelo Alvarez, boxing's reigning pound-for-pound king. Not only would Canelo make a triumphant return to Showtime against an opponent who didn't mind trading blows, the very first time the two champions faced off.
You're gonna see soon.
Well, you will see something different.
You're gonna see soon.
You wanna see?
ain't
You wanna
nothing.
see? You wanna see?
You gonna see?
You wanna see my... Don't tell me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for the bout you've all been waiting for. It's champion versus champion.
What a scene here in Sin City. The stage is set for history.
The final sprint of 2021 accelerated Showtime's momentum, starting with Canelo's latest leap toward boxing immortality.
There's a chopping right hand by Canelo. Canelo going to the body here in round one and having some success as we are just getting started.
The pride of Mexico attempted to buttress his Hall of Fame resume on November 6, seeking to claim the first ever undisputed title at 168 pounds.
Canelo says this is the most important fight of his life at the end of his career. He wants to be considered one of the all-time greats, period. Full stop. While Plant said if it wasn't for boxing, he would be dead or in jail.
Pretty good. Not pretty good? Yeah, pretty good. It's a good fight right there. I like it. I respect your skills. I know. Pretty good for 21-0, huh?
Caleb Plant looking to remain unbeaten and become undisputed, but he is going to have to try to get past the pressure and the attack of Canelo. Oh, and Plant goes delivering dividends, and Cruz unable to take advantage. The crowd at Staples Center enjoying what they've seen. With a minute left in the ninth, the referee steps in and stops the fight.
Rajan, no mercy, Butayev.
Durrell detonates a monster shot. And Anthony the Dog Durrell putting an exclamation point. You wanted a statement? He just made one.
And of course, in a year as monumental as 2021, a boxing institution celebrated its 20th anniversary, a milestone that proved its lasting impact and deep staying power. ShoBox, the new generation, continued to showcase a full spectrum of prospects. The show's mission? To match the best young boxers in the most competitive fights.
There's a right hand drops it. There's a left hand drop stretching. What a round.
Beginning in July of 2001, 2 decades later, ShoBox remains the sport's most prominent proving ground, where prospects become contenders before contenders can become champions, as was yet again the case in a magical year of boxing.
There is your winner, Janelson Figueroa, Boca Chica.
That's a huge right hand, and that is it.
This kick can punch, guys.
Really?
huge win for Sanchez.
Add everything up, and the conclusion is obvious. For Showtime and for boxing, what a year. 25 events held in 13 cities.
The stage is set for history.
Featuring legends, champions, and prospects, along with new types of fighters, all combining to invigorate the sport. From Canelo Alvarez, now boxing's first ever undisputed super middleweight champion,
The coronation is complete.
to Tank Davis, now a legitimate pay-per-view star, to the Charlo brothers, twin titleists who clearly defined their individual legacies, to the Paul brothers and their impact on a sport that's starting to warm up to their disruption. Add everything up, but please recognize the significance, the history, the sport's latest boom, one that began in the throes of a global pandemic and reminded the world that resiliency matters and that uncertainty, no matter how vast, can be a good thing, even the best thing, depending on how a champion, any champion, overcomes the obstacles in front of them. I'm Brian Custer. That does it for the Best of Showtime Boxing 2021. We'll see you for yet another big year in 2022.